What's going on, family? Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Unlocked Minds. My name is Noah, and I'm here to help you guys mind your mind for the jewels of the soul. So, that being said, as you guys can tell from the title of this video, this is the third video in a 7-part series where I go in depth to each chakra and basically tell you guys what they represent, what they deal with, how to heal them in specific ways that you can tell if your chakra is balanced or imbalanced. So, without taking up too much of your guys' time, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in, and let's jump straight into it. So, the Solar Plexus Chakra, or the fire chakra, is represented by the color yellow. And in Sanskrit, the word Solar Plexus translates to Manipura, or the city of jewels. And the reason why I tell you guys this is because each chakra, in a sense, is a jewel. So when I tell you guys to mind your mind for the jewels of the soul, the solar plexus chakra is one of the, I wouldn't say the best, but it is a very big jewel of the soul. And so when we are talking about location of the solar plexus chakra, it is the third chakra of the lower self. And it is the last lower chakra, and it is directly in the stomach region, kind of above your navel. So you have your root, and then you have your sacral, and then your solar. So if you guys haven't already watched my first two videos describing the root and the sacral chakra, please go check those out, because these videos do kind of build on each other, and I just want you guys to have as much, knowledge and information on the chakra systems as you can. So the solar plexus chakra deals directly with our motivation, and it deals with action and self-esteem, as well as our subconscious mind. And so when we break down the words solar and plexus, we look at solar as obviously, the sun, soul. And so we have to understand that as humans, we download information from the sun through light codes, right? And so as you guys know, obviously, it takes a while for the sun's light to reach all the way here on Earth. And so the light that we are seeing has already been emitted by the sun light years ago. So we break down these light codes as solar nutrients in the body, not just us humans. Obviously animals and plants do the same as well. But the reason why I'm saying this to you guys is because the sun is basically the reason to our existence, right? We would not be able to see, we would not be able to do almost anything if it wasn't for the sun. And so astrologically, the solar plexus chakra directly ties with the sun and Mars. And so knowing that, we're then able to say, okay, well, if astrologically it is connected to those two celestial bodies, then the zodiac influences have to be Aries and Scorpio. And the reason why these specific zodiacs are tied to this chakra is because the energies that they bring. And so a lot of people obviously know Aries as a fire sign. And I'm not saying that all Aries are very fiery, but depending on what your sign is, your sign plays a direct influence on you personally. And I'm going to get more into zodiacs in future videos, but just, for some background knowledge for some of you guys that are out there, we all obviously have our own zodiacs. And those zodiacs play specific roles into how we, perceive the energies around us, okay? And so jumping more back on track onto the solar plexus chakra, our solar plexus chakra deals with intuitive feelings, all right? And since it deals with our subconscious mind, it has directly to do with our habitual patterns that we basically continue to put ourselves through. And so whether those patterns are good or bad, those habits are stored and recorded in the subconscious mind. And so that's why we have to be very careful on not only what we tell ourselves, but what we continue to put ourselves through, because depending on if those habits are, beneficial or detrimental, that could determine if, we're, say, functioning on 50% or 100%. And so it's really all connected, but the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I want everyone to, be able to function at their full potential, right? At full capacity. So one way that we can tell our solar plexus chakra is imbalanced is if we are aggressive or overly dominant, or we have low self-esteem. So just like I told you guys with the law 6 of the universal laws, every specific cause has an effect. So every specific effect in our outside world, whether we're expressing emotions of aggression or we have a low self-esteem, all has its own internal specific cause. And so depending on what, our cause is we could go and see directly which chakra may be too open or too closed, and we can understand that imbalance is causing a specific, reaction. So one way that we can tell our solar plexus chakra is balanced is if we are confident, if we are motivated, we are purposeful, responsible, reliable. All those sorts of, traits can all be shown as having a healthy solar plexus chakra. And obviously, not everyone is going to be perfect. We all have our own, spiritual journey that we have to go on. But understanding this is, it will set you down the right path. So for going further on, ways that you can heal your solar plexus chakra is by burning scents like saffron, ginger, lemongrass, pine, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom. All these specific scents carry specific frequencies, and our body reacts to these specific frequencies by intaking the scents or the smells, that energy, and transmuting it into something that is going to be beneficial for the body, which is directly linked to our solar plexus chakra in this case. So moving forward, specific affirmations that you guys can say to yourselves will normally be things like, I do have a purpose, or I am capable of accomplishing anything I put my mind to. Specific affirmations that deal with motivation and accomplishing things and doing what your purpose is and what you're supposed to do are all ways that we can further heal the solar plexus chakra. Crystal therapy is another big one. So obviously, crystals that are naturally yellow. So crystals like yellow jasper, tiger's eye, lemon quartz, yellow calcite, yellow apatite, and even pyrite are all crystals. And obviously those crystals have their own frequency and their own properties, but those are just some that are naturally yellow occurring. And obviously, since the chakra is represented by the color yellow, a lot of the foods, a lot of the crystals that you will have that are yellow will normally correspond directly to that chakra. So moving forward, some foods like bananas, lemons, grapefruits, pineapples, plantains, pepper, corn, what else? Even ginger root, also turmeric are also, great things that you guys can eat that will further help heal your solar plexus chakra. So I put in one video before a vibrational chart that shows frequencies corresponding with specific emotions. And so the solar plexus chakra, obviously, depending on the individual, can range in frequency. But I would say the frequency where it is best at is 528 hertz. And so depending on the individual, it could be more than 528 hertz or below it. But being able to be tuned into this frequency will help open it up to allow the energy to flow through. Okay. And so a lot of people like to use 528 hertz as a love frequency. They like to use 528 hertz as a DNA repairing frequency. And this frequency also invokes clarity within the individual. And so a lot of times people don't realize that the things that they hear cause specific reactions internally within them. Okay? And depending on, whatever the sound is, that specific energy always influences us, whether we're aware of it or not. Okay? And so there are specific frequencies that can help heal the body that are out there, but the knowledge of them is very scarce. So I'm just sharing this knowledge out there for you guys so you guys can use it to your benefit and, hopefully share this knowledge with other people that could potentially be needing it. So moving on, the solar plexus chakra governs your ego and your identity. It directly correlates with personal power and self-esteem, and it really has to do with your choice power of transformation. So since it deals directly with action, a lot of times the things that we, want to do in life are directly from the solar plexus chakra. And so that's why it governs the ego, because a lot of times, depending on the individual, sometimes we can have a overly inflated ego or maybe a deflated ego, right? And so that is why it shows with your self-esteem levels if your solar plexus chakra is balanced or imbalanced. And so a lot of times I think it's important that we begin to understand what our ego is, because sometimes our ego can get the best of us, right? And so understanding that we are in this body and we have our own ego, but we are something more and bigger than that, is something that's going to be beneficial for everyone in their own journey to understand. So that being said, a mudra that you can do is the praying hands. And so when we think about specific mudras, we have to understand that specific positions that we put our hands in are almost like switches that you would have on a wall that controls if you want to turn the light on, if you want to, turn the garbage disposal on, do this and that. There's specific hand positions that we can put our hands in that allows the energy in our bodies to flow differently. And so that being said, a mantra that you could use to help open this chakra while you're meditating is the word Ram, R-A-M. So it's like if you were to be, trying to heal your solar plexus chakra, you would have whatever crystals you want, burning whatever incense that would be, easily for you to obtain, and having your hands like this and chanting the words Ram, or, saying different affirmations. All those sorts of things are ways that you guys can further heal your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, and determine if you are balanced or imbalanced. So I hope, some of this information found you guys at a good time. I'm definitely going to be dropping more videos, so I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and giving me all the feedback. I really do encourage you guys to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with, anyone that you think would enjoy it. And that being said, I hope everyone has a beautiful rest of their day. Take care, y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm out.